Good everyone. I hope you guys have an amazing day. So what I'll do, I'll talk briefly about data cloud. You might need to know a little bit about the data cloud for your AI specialist cert. I mean, not in detail though, right? But because data cloud has its own certification, and obviously, when I do the data clouds cert series next year, I'll cover in extensive details. Right now, I'm not going to go into details, but it's just good to know what is it about and some of the functionalities, right? So, what is Data Cloud, right? So, obviously, it's one of the product from Salesforce, which is a data cloud platform where the whole concept is based on bringing data from a different external source to the data cloud to give you a unified view of a customer record, right? Or I would say a primary customer record information, right, where you can see information about one individual. Could be doing transaction at one system. He could be doing transaction at another system. So if you wanted to see that unified view of that person, interaction summaries, all kind of transactions that happen, you can use the data cloud, right? Because excuse me, my apologies, I don't know what happened, got a bad cough. So you can bring the data from a different source to the data cloud. Now, is data cloud the only solution out there? Well, see, the thing is, the data cloud is useful if you're using Salesforce. If you're not using Salesforce, I will not recommend considering Data Cloud, because there are other products out there who can do similar job, right? But since we are talking about Salesforce, since your data sits in the Salesforce, so Data Cloud makes sense. Now, I do understand it's very expensive product. It's not cheap, right? Because Salesforce have invested billions of dollars, right? So they have to recover the money. So the way they recover the money, first of all, marketing, extensive marketing, charging the customer the premium price. You know, I mean, I don't blame them because they are in the business, right? And this is how business works. But in saying so, it is a great product. So, obviously, I got this free login as a part of a trailhead. So, as you can see, this is a part of a Coral Cloud resort. So, the narrative is a person booking a resort. It could be using a different software to do so, and the person could be booking, making multiple bookings, right? The person could be booking, say, this week for 3 days, next week for 2 days, or maybe you could say a month later for 4 days, something like that, right? Now, obviously, if you look at, let's say the person name is Ricardo, for instance, right? Now, you do have Ricardo information in Salesforce, but you don't have the Ricardo transaction information or the lodge booking information in Salesforce because it's done in different system. Now, that's where the data cloud gets handy. You can interface with those external systems to bring the Ricardo information, and you can see a unified view of Ricardo record in Salesforce, right, using a data cloud. Now, that's exactly what we're going to look at it. Now, when you log into Data Cloud, right, you can see a few things, right? A few tabs, I would say. You have data streams, you have data lake, you have data model, Explorer, Einstein Studio, identity resolutions, right? Profile Explorer, and much more. So, data stream is where you can figure how to bring your data from a different source, right? This is you have a, I'll show you how you can do that. And data lake is like an object storehouse for the data you bring in, right? It's contained the unfiltered and filtered data, right? And data model is more about the logical view of the data in simple terms. Then you have an identity resolution, right? It's to bring different profiles into a single one to give you a unified view of that profile. So if that makes sense. So the data stream, right? Now I give you this example. This is a pretty simple trailhead example. So what they're trying to do is that to bring the record from an external system to the Salesforce so that you can see information about the Ricardo or whoever, right? in a client information. So when you go to data stream, right? So I've already configured, you can see the external uh, record I bought in. So what I did, I went to new and I choose Salesforce CRM now, and then it's going to take time, right? It's a little bit slow. And so I've selected this AI plus data. So if you log into the trailhead, you will get exactly the similar data what I'm seeing. So I choose this one because they created a custom object behind the scene to mimic that external integration. So I do next, right? And then you go next. I'll keep it as such, right? This is where the field. Then you do deploy, right? I'm not going to do deploy. When you do deploy, um, you will see information like this, right? So information about the data streams you're getting the external reservation, guest, and the contact time. And then remember I spoke about unifying the customer profile. So that's you do at identity resolution. So what do you normally do here? So I've created a rules here. So you can go to new, and I created a new rule set. You can also do from a data kit, but like I said, right, look, the data cloud is huge, right? There are a lot of functionality here, but I'm not going to show you everything because this is not a data cloud certification, right? So when I do data cloud, I'll show you in depth everything. But for now, just think about, you're going to create a rule set, and you choose the primary object individual, and you just say something like whatever you wanted to put, right? And then you do this, blah, blah, blah. I mean, just give the meaningful name, right? I'm just and then run jobs automatically if you wanted to do that, but in our case we do manual. And you save it, right? So you'll get all the information saved. So I'm not going to do that. So I have already done that. So I go here and I run the rule set. So when I run the rule set, it shows the job completed. Excuse me, it says succeeded, and so that you get the refreshed data. Yeah. So that's in. My apologies, my voice is really bad today. So that's done. Now what we do, we go to your setup, and um, I go to contact. Oh no, sorry, my bad. It's taking a very very long time. And you have contact here, and you do here, and I go to data cloud related list. And what I did, I created a new, and I did next, next, next. So I did data cloud. So I choose, I think, external reservation, the object which I got it from external source, and I do next, and I renamed something. You can client-child relationship. I did here, and then I did next. Unable to create, right? Because I've already done that. So that's right. So this is what I've created. Yeah. So this is important. The reason why it's important, because when you go to the page layout, you can add it there, right? So what I did, I go to the, so if it's confusing, so what I did, right, I created a data cloud related list. And you won't find this in your normal org if you don't have a data cloud installed, right? And that's where we have a data cloud app. So, um, so once you do that, I'll go to, sorry, the lightning. Oh, sorry, you can, my bad. So you go to contact back. So I wanted to go show you how you can embed that in your record page. So you go there, um, you go to the lighting record page, and you go here, and you do edit. And what I did, Um, uh, Let it load. So I've added this dynamic related list from here, a single one, and then I changed the related list to reservation. Remember, uh, the uh, I created a data cloud related list by clicking on new on an object model. So that's why you need to do that, because otherwise you won't be able to use it here. So I created that, gave reservation as a name, and I use it here. And then I've added the custom field. You can add the fields you want to display here. So I've added there. And the filters you added, I've added the check-in date is not equal to null. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And and you do the contact, and if you do the contact, let's pick this one. Uh, this is a glitch, right? This is just a Salesforce glitch. Every time I opens it, it gives this error, but it goes away. Now you can see you got the information here, right? So this person did like 3 4 bookings in the different systems. Now I wanted to get a 360-degree view of this person. You're in the Salesforce, you can see like this person information which comes from a different system here, right? How cool is that, right? You're getting a 365 view of the customer interaction that the person done, right? So you don't have to log into a different system to see that. You can see everything in the Salesforce. This is what the power of a data cloud. This is what brings it, right? I know it's exciting, right? A lot of things you can do, right? Um, like I said, right? Look, I'm not a marketing guy from a Salesforce, right? I'm an independent Salesforce architect, right? So I'll give you a very unbiased opinion. And I would personally say that Data Cloud is a great product, but it's just on a very expensive side. That's my only feedback. And if you're not using Salesforce, then I don't see any use of you using this product either. It's not that, like, I'm not going to sell you any Kool-Aid, like people are getting excited, oh, let's go Data Cloud, let's go Data Cloud. It's like the every world damn solution is Data Cloud. That's not how it works, right? If you're using a Salesforce, it makes sense. If you're not using Salesforce, I will not recommend it. You can go and look at other product which align with your product tech stack, what you're using, right? So that being said, that's pretty much I wanted to cover in this episode. Hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. Adios.